Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new release day here on the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new album, fourth album from this British band from Lancaster. The band is called Wytch Hazel. The album is for Sacrament, their fourth album. So basically the album is Sacrament, but it is their fourth album. They got to tell you that, right? That it is the fourth album, right? And this is on Bad Omen Records. Same record label as Birth. Let's take a look at this digipack. There's the guys in the band. You got lyrics for all the songs. Who is in the band, you might ask? Colin Hendra on guitars, vocals, and keyboards. Alex Haslam on guitars. Andrew Shackleton on bass guitar. And Aaron Hay on drums, with a little help on mandolin and mellotron by Ed Turner, and actually drums on the album. So I guess Aaron is the drummer in the band now, but drums on the album were recorded by Colin Hendra. I guess that's what it says. So 10 tracks, kind of set up like a side A and a side B of an LP, sort of. Right? Like I said, this is their fourth album. This, to my knowledge, is the first album that I have heard from the band. And they're listed as kind of like a classic hard rock and metal band, like 70s, early 80s. And I kind of can see that, but they're not really all that heavy by any means. I would say they're probably more of a hard rock band, but with the kind of epicness of like classic metal. When you listen to this, the first thing that comes to mind is the twin guitars. So I automatically think classic Wishbone Ash, a little more harder rocking than Wishbone Ash. Thin Lizzy for sure, as well as the great Arizona band Ashbury. In fact, I hear more Ashbury in this band than anything else. If you've never listened to Ashbury, killer band that, again, very similar in tone. It's hard rock with some metal leanings, lots of twin guitars. With Ashbury, you get a lot of Thin Lizzy, Wishbone Ash, and Allman Brothers. I don't really hear much Allman Brothers here, but yeah, very solid stuff. The vocals are very distinct. There's another band that's kind of, I'm having a hard time pinpointing. There's something else that I hear in their music that is kind of floating in the back of my brain when I'm listening to this album, and I can't quite pinpoint what it is that's reminding me of. But yeah, it's definitely really enjoyable music. The issue I have with the album is that it seems to kind of float along on this certain plateau, and I'm like oftentimes waiting for them to kind of break out a little bit. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because I think start to finish it's a very enjoyable listen. Very solid album. And like I said, there's twin guitars everywhere. Some of my favorite songs on the album, I really like Strong Heart. That's one of the harder rocking songs on the album. The Fire's Control is also really good. I love Gold Light, actually 1,000 Years actually is the song I'm thinking of, and Endless Battle are both really good. And most of the songs are fairly economical as far as length, 3 to 4.5 minutes long, most of the album. The longest track is Digging Deeper on here, and that's like 6 minutes and change. And then the very first song, The Fire Is Coming, that's 4 minutes. Angel of Light, the second track, is just under 5 minutes. But almost everything. Gold Light is the shortest, that's like 1:24. You have The Future Is Gold, has some nice little acoustic tones on it as well. But overall, Endless Battle is also 5 minutes and change. So it's a 45 minute long record, and I think that's perfect the way it is. Like I said, the vocals really good. The highlights for me are the use of the twin guitar harmonies and stuff. It doesn't go overload into the kind of Thin Lizzy thing. I think they use them a little more subtly, kind of like a lot of the Wishbone Ash stuff. And what brings to mind Wishbone Ash, and certainly the music is not as riffy as Thin Lizzy. I think it's definitely a little more on the they utilize the guitars and the riffs and licks and things much, much more like Wishbone Ash and Ashbury do, which I think is kind of cool, right? Because otherwise, if this was a little bit more riffy, I'm sure you'd be like, oh my God, another Thin Lizzy wannabe band, right? But very cool. The lyrical content is very mystical, as you can tell by the song titles. There's lots of things about fantasy and battles and stuff, and with a name like Wytch Hazel, you can kind of imagine that. So I really like it. So I would definitely say my highlight songs to check out is The Fire's Control, Angel of Light, Strong Heart, 1,000 Years, and Endless Battle. But they're all really solid. I think my issue with this album is just that I'm waiting for it to just kind of like wow me. As it is, I'm really enjoying it. I haven't hit the wow factor with it yet. And there's, like I said, there's really nothing bad I can say about it. I want to be more excited about it, and maybe it's just that will come over time. I'm on like the fifth listen of this album, and I'm liking it. It's good, and I'm just like, I kind of was hoping that they would step over the line just a little bit. But if you like your hard rock it's real classy stuff here. Great use of guitars. Vocals are really good. If you'll probably, for some of you who are more into lyrics than I am, I'm sure you will like some of the kind of the fantasy style lyrics and warriors and battles, and it's just there's this epicness to this whole album from both the production standpoint, the music, the arrangements, and the lyrics, which I think are pretty cool. And there's a classic feel of it. It just kind of takes me back to that time period, like late 70s, mid-late 70s, early 80s. And it's not too heavy. It's not really proggy, right? It's just good, solid, hard rock. Lots of things going for it. So I dig it. I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. All right. Wytch Hazel IV. The album is Sacrament. Check it out. I think you guys will dig this. They do have a Bandcamp page where you can go and sample this album, and that is wytchhazel.bandcamp.com. Now, Wytch is spelled wytchhazel.bandcamp.com, and then go and look for the Sacrament album. They should have all their albums listed there, all 4 of them. So, yeah, really good. Really good. Like I said, I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm still waiting for it to just kind of like really, really wow me. So far, it hasn't quite done that, but a 3.5 out of 5 is really, really solid, and I definitely recommend this to people. Go check it out, because I think a lot of listeners here on the channel know what you guys like, and what I think you'll definitely dig this band. So, Wytch Hazel IV, Sacrament, Bad Omen Records. Check it out. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts, and please do hit the like button. We've also got the links below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page, so thanks in advance for all that, and please do hit the like button, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. Should have Rival Sons coming at you today as well. Hope to get to the new Mystery. I've got a ton of stuff. We got new Tanith. We got new Pink Floyd Live from the Archives. We've got new Immortal. I've got new Bang. I've got just Big Train, Saint Demon, Elven King, M Opus. The stuff is just piling up here, waiting to be reviewed. What else is here? There's additional things sitting here. Quite a new Scar Symmetry is here. All sorts of stuff. Probably more albums right now that I've had on my review queue in a while to kind of get to. We got a couple new things from Inside Out Records too, and just all sorts of stuff. So anyway, we'll get to all of it in the weeks to come. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Pete Pardo. We'll see you real soon here on the channel with more stuff. Take care. Bye-bye.